Welcome to the Orlando Dads Group podcast. We're excited to do a little intro of the podcast and talk about what's to come with our podcast that's going to be coming out a little later this month. Why don't we start by just talking about the group in general,
Mhm.
and what we are, what we do for Central Florida.
Yeah, so pretty much we empower dads to be present and to make an impact in their children's lives around the city of Orlando. Of course, to inspire others just all around the world. Um, and we are part of Fathering Together and the City Dads Group organization, which is nationwide, and I believe in Canada as well, right? I
Oh,
believe so.
Yeah, I
Um,
think they have Toronto as one of the cities.
Yep. And we just we're all in this together. In this parenting beautiful life of fatherhood and we just want to be present in our kids' lives, and we host different events around the city of Orlando where we just are involved in our children's lives, whether it's at a playground meetup, um, movie events, any special activities happening around the city, going to different museums, whatever it is that we can do to spend time with our kids. And we also have dad night outs because, dad's night out, just dad, is needed and probably is one of the funnest things that us dads get to enjoy. So you get some time just for a split second to enjoy yourself with other dads with no kids before you have to go back to parenting. And then we also host virtual meetups where we just kind of talk about anything really that comes up. There's no script. It's just let's just talk. It can be a serious conversation. We can laugh about something. Somebody may need some advice, or it's a perfect time to be vulnerable as well. And we're just a brotherhood where we support each other in whatever it is that we're going through, whether it's good, bad, ugly, whatever it is, we got each other's back. And that's pretty much what we do. Just have fun doing it.
Amen.
yeah.
All
Well,
right.
why don't go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, why don't we now that we've kind of described the group, why don't we introduce ourselves, because we will be I don't know if cornerstones is the right word, but we will be in the podcast a lot in the next, at least in the next couple episodes, if not more, hopefully more.
Right. Well, I guess I can start. So my name is Floor, one of the co-organizers for the group. And um, I guess I can say how long I've been in Orlando, which is probably in the last maybe 10 years I've been in Orlando. And I have a daughter, but I'm also in a blended family relationship. So the oldest is 23. Geez, 23. My daughter is 12, and they get along just perfectly fine, which is amazing. And yes, did the single dad life for some time, and that was a struggle. Learned a lot, which actually led me to finding the dads group and finding dads like myself, which helped me kind of get through some obstacles and challenges, and just really gave me the confidence in doing what I needed to do as a father. And here I am today with you folks.
Thanks, Floor.
Yes. Thank you.
Do you want to
All
go,
right,
Nate?
Nate.
I can go. I am Nate Watson, or some call me Dad Swag. I'm 42. I'm married. I have 4 kids. One of which is not. So I guess we call that blended family now. So I have a daughter that's from a separate relationship. Um, my situation can be unique. My daughter actually lives out of state at this point now, so she flies back and forth quite frequently. And then my 3 boys that I have with my wife are here with me full time, so I get to be with them all the time. Yeah.
Nice. Well, I'm Nick. I'm also a co-organizer with Floor and with Nate. I'm the I guess it's fitting I went last. I'm the newest of the group. I've only been in Central Florida for about a year and a half. a little under a year and a half, I guess. I'd moved from New England to escape the cold weather. So, but I was part of, I'd found the Boston Dads group, which is still a part of City Dads when I was in New England. And one of the first things I did when I came down here was to reach out to you guys because I knew that I wanted to be a part of this group. um, I'm married. I've been married, gosh, 11 years. And I
Better
have
get that right.
two. I know. I said my wife will be on me if I don't remember this because we are portrayed as as fathers in sitcoms to forget our wedding anniversaries. So,
Don't have her listen to this trailer.
uh, so I have two kids. I have a boy who's 6 and a daughter who's 3. And I guess one of the fun facts about me is that my wife and I really wanted a family, and we had to go through fertility treatment in order to get our family. So we're extremely blessed, and we're extremely happy, and just we feel so lucky that we can even have our kids, because that could have been an option that didn't, that didn't pan out. We may have not had kids, so we're so glad we have them.
Amen to that. It's definitely a blessing. I mean, I feel like just having kids in general is, I feel like kids or just being a parent, you have, it's like a roller coaster. You have all these extreme challenges that you're tested that you would have never been imagined on to the limits that you could be pushed. But also it's like such a beautiful thing at the same time, especially as you see these humans grow into adults and to their own personality, and you have little bits and pieces of yourself and your spouse kind of develop in this person, and to see the things that they do and become. Some are funny, some will get you upset, and then some will leave you just baffled. I mean, because but yeah, it's awesome, man. Yeah, congrats on that. That's something I learned from you today, so that's cool.
Yeah. It's not that I hide it. I just don't, it's not a conversation starter. You don't come up and say, "Hi, my name's Nick. I used fertility treatment," So
A quick way, awkward.
yeah.
That's funny. All right, cool. So that's the group. This is what we do, and there's a lot of things um that we're gonna be discussing in future episodes to come, which I'm excited about. I mean, in some of these we've already recorded, so I'm excited for you guys to hear these conversations that we've had, and I guess like things that we've learned, and in those moments I felt like it was like some growing opportunity for some of the folks. I know for me, some of these webinars that we had virtually was pretty amazing to hear some of the stories, and just I guess the tips on being parents, or whether it's something for mental health, was pretty cool. And then even learning about the City Dads Group organization in general and how that all became. Um, but yeah, I mean, so should we go ahead and give a little teaser of what's to come?
Sure. Yeah. So we're gonna have Jason Johnson on. He's a parent coach. So it's a whole webinar session on parenting strategies from a an experienced parenting coach. One of the other episodes we have is a whole webinar in talking about moving past trauma, and that was with Margarita. I'm gonna butcher her last name, and I apologize because I know her ethnicity. What is it? Donese? Is that how you
I
say her
think
last name?
it might be Donies,
Okay.
but I could be wrong myself.
You
But I
never
think
know
it's
with the
Margarita
IES,
Donies.
so yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So Margarita Donies, and then we were fortunate enough as well to have Matt Schneider on, who's one of the co-creators of the City Dads, and he talked to us about growing a fatherhood community and how City Dads started over 20 years ago, and is still going strong and now partnering with Fathering Together.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. And I think one of the things that I like about just this trio here that we have is we have a lot of different perspectives. We come from different backgrounds, and we're able to provide feedback, advice, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, it's having the same goal. It's just being great dads, and I think that's really the message that we want to put across, especially for this podcast. It's just something to listen to on your way to work, or a little road trip, to just give you that inspiration you need to know that we're in this together. It can be challenging, but you got this. So it's gonna be a fun ride.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
Yeah, me too.
And
Man.
we're also going to talk about parent topics as well. Certain things that dads or even parents go through, and whether they're funny, frustrating, whatever it is, we will be discussing that as well. So we look forward to releasing new episodes, and hope you guys enjoy it.